Hello, today we're going to be doing quite a lot of abdominal work, focusing on the deeper core muscles and abdominal work, but also stretching and lengthening as well. Starting off on our backs, we're going to loosen off your lower back first. You're going to tuck your knees into your chest, and then you're going to bring your feet down to the floor, and then hug your knees in again, and lowering down, hugging the knees in, and lowering down, hug the knees in and down, hug the knees in and down. Bring your feet down, then stretch your arms up, lengthen out through your abdominals, do as long and tall as you can from your fingertips all the way down to your toes. So really long, really tall, big stretch out, lengthen and lift. Arch the back slightly to help lengthen the abdominals out even further. And then you're going to bring your arms down by your side and bring your feet in towards you. It's going to lift one foot off the floor and down. So just feel the connection through to your core, which is by lifting the foot, keeping the knee bent and keeping your hips level. So your sit bones and tailbone are going to stay even on the floor, and your spine's going to be in neutral. So gap through your lower back. It's going to stay the same. So bring the knee in and down, in and down, in and down. And now lift one leg up, and then you're going to switch it for the other leg. Switch and tap down. So the knee's staying at right angle. We're not bringing the heel in towards the hips. We're just keeping that right angle. So the movement is coming from the hips. Using your core to stabilize your spine. So your belly button is gently pulled in towards your spine. You're zipping up gently through your pelvic floor. So engage those deeper core muscles. And down, down. And then lift both feet up and hug both knees into your chest. Lifting your head to stretch and lengthen from your neck all the way down to your tailbone. And then you're going to let go of the legs and bring your arms back behind you. Your spine's going to be in neutral. You're going to scoop your arms around wide and hug the knees in again, lengthening through your spine. And lengthen out, engaging your core, and scoop the knees back in again. Lengthen out, and circle around, scoop the knees in, lengthen out, and scoop the knees in. How low you take the legs is entirely up to you. So don't let the legs go any lower than you feel comfortable with. Lengthen out. Circle round, scoop the knees in, lengthen out, scoop around, hug the knees in, 2 more lengthening out, scoop around, hug the knees in, and last one, and scoop the knees in, knee to chest stretch, and down. And now put both hands behind your head. So your elbows are wide. What you don't want to do is bring the chin to the chest, just yanking the head forward. It's really bad for the neck. Make sure the head stays relaxed into your hands. So anytime you're lifting your head, stay looking up. You're going to imagine you've got an orange or apple stuck underneath your chin. You're going to keep the angle the same, so we're not bringing the chin forward. Okay, so with your head relaxed into your hands, just gently lift the head and arms up and lower down. Lifting up. So as before, we're going to lift one foot up, keeping the knee bent at right angle. So keep those elbows wide. Ideally out of sight, so you haven't got the head forward or the elbows forward. Try and keep the arms out wide as much as you can. And down, lifting up, lower down, lifting up and down. Okay, you can stay with alternating single leg if you'd rather. If you feel you can, lift both feet up and down. If you have any problems with your neck, you might want to just keep your head down to the floor. And lower, lifting up, slowly lower down. So lifting up, slowly lower down. Scoop, lifting up, slowly down. Scoop, lifting up, slowly down. That control by slowing it down is really important. Lifting up, slowly down. Lifting up. And slowly down. Okay, lift and hold it there if you can. Head and arms can be on the floor or lifted. You're going to straighten out your right leg and bring your right hand across to your left knee and down. So reaching across. Keep the elbows wide to the floor as you can, ideally on the floor if you have the range through your shoulders. And back. Exhale, across and down, across and down, across and down, across and down, across, down, across and down, across and down. You're going to feel those abdominals are really working now. We're almost there. We have a little stretch in just a moment. Across. One more to each side. Across and down. Last one. And bring your feet down. Well done. Stretch your arms up. Slide out one leg. Slide out the other leg and just arch the back slightly to really lengthen out through your abdominals. Big stretch. And you're going to slide one heel in towards you so the foot is flat to the floor. Take a deep breath in. The other is going to stay straight. Lift the straight leg up, reach forward. And get a little hamstring stretch in as well. Inhale slowly, really slowly. Don't quite let the foot touch the floor. And then lift back up again. So lowering for the count of 3, 2, 1. And lift back up and lengthen. Lowering 3, 2, 1. And lift up and lengthen. Lower 3, 2, 1. Lift and lengthen. Lower 3, 2, 1. Lift and lengthen. 3, 2, 1. Lift and lengthen. Just one more. 3, 2, 1. Lift and lengthen. And then all the way down to the floor with your arms stretched up. Slide both legs out. So have a little stretch before we do the other leg. Lift your ribs up from your hips and hold the stretch. And then slide your right heel. So do you hear my tummy rumbling then? Okay, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, lift the leg up, reaching forward, gently stretch. Inhale, slowly round for 3, 2, 1. Lifting up. Without overstretching, going to try to bring the leg a little bit closer towards you each time. It should naturally happen anyway, so you don't have to overstretch. Lifting up, lower 3, 2, 1. Lift and lengthen. 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 One more. 3, 2, 1. Lift and lengthen. And all the way down. And lengthen both legs out again. Big stretch, tall. And then slide both heels in. And then lift both feet off the floor. So we're going to actually stay both feet on the floor to start with. We're going to work through different stages of the 100. So take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, lift your arms. Lifting your head only if you can. Your palms almost touching the floor, facing downwards. Just pulse the arms if you're bouncing tennis balls on the floor. Stay zipped and hollow. The head can be on the floor if you'd rather. You're going to breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2. 4, 5 feet can be lifted if you can. Breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. Legs can be straightened if you can. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 5. So work at your own level. Breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're still finding it easy, just try switching legs over some scissors at the same time. Breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2. 5, in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop down a level if you need to. We're still going. In 2, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. I've lost count, but keep going. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Counting down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And arms up. Did you make it all the way through? Slide out both legs. Lift your ribs up from your hips. Stretch. 'Stretching tall. Okay, then bring your arms out wide to help stabilise the shoulders and slide both heels in towards you. And then lift both feet off the floor. So with your hands, elbows and shoulders are going to stay glued to the floor. You're going to bring your knees just to the side slightly and then kick both legs away. And then bend to the middle, to the other side and lengthen away. And bend to the middle. So side, lengthen, bend, side, lengthen, bend, middle, side, lengthen, bend, side, lengthen, bend, middle, side, lengthen, bend, middle, lengthen, and middle, side, lengthen, bend, middle, lengthen, bend to the middle, side, 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 lengthen, bend to the middle. Just one more to each side. And bend, and last one. Back to the middle and bring both feet down to the floor. Have a little stretch out through your obliques by lengthening one leg out and bring the knee across opposite hand to knee and look away from the knee. Give the glute and lower back a little stretch. You're twisting, stretching out through the obliques and the muscles to the side of the waist. And release. And then the same on the other side. Bring the knee across. Again, stretch out through the glutes. And back to the middle and hug both knees into your chest, giving your lower back a little stretch. Okay, with your hands under your knees, you're going to roll yourself up onto your hips. Hold it there. If you can, straighten the legs out. If you can, let go of the legs and hold it there. And then just hug your knees in towards you, balancing on your hips if you can. You can do this with the feet on the floor. And hug the knees in, lengthening out. Hug the knees in, lengthening out. Hug the knees in, lengthen out. And hug the knees in. So one more if you can, lengthen out. And hug the knees in. Bring your feet to the floor, lengthen your legs. Take a little stretch forward towards your toes. And then roll yourself up tall, relax the shoulders down. We're going to do a roll down, you tuck your chin to your chest, lower yourself down halfway back. And roll up tall. So easier option would be with the knees bent, with your hands under your knees, just lower and lift. Or without the hands, each time going a little bit lower if you can. Now your heels are glued to the floor. If your heels start to come unglued and unstuck from the floor, then don't go any lower. And round lower a little bit further. And tall. If you can, and only if you can, come all the way down. It helps if you bring your arms up. Having a little bit of encouragement as you lift the arms, lift your head, lift your shoulders, rolling up and tall. Now, if you've got a band handy, you can do this with the band underneath your feet. It is a lot easier with the band under your feet. Breathing in, breathing out, rolling up slowly and tall, using control. Try not to use any force or try to sort of come up with any force suddenly and then not using control. And tall, round the spine, lowering down and stretch, rolling up slowly and tall, rolling down and back. And just one more, rolling up and reaching forward to your toes. And then roll down halfway. Get a little bit of oblique work in again. Tuck your chin to your chest and bring one elbow to the side. Come back up a strike. Try to stay lowered still. So side and centre, 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 side, centre, side, centre, side and centre, side and centre. One more to each side. And then last one. And then all the way down again. And big stretch out, lifting your ribs up from your hips. Open up. Lengthen your abdominals. And then roll yourself over onto your front. And then with your hands underneath your shoulders, push your hands into the floor, lifting up, lower your hips downwards. So ideally we're lengthening out through our abdominals while we're extending through your spine. And down again. And then push the hands into the floor, peeling up, looking upwards. A really nice way to stretch out through your abdominals. If you've been sitting down very much, it's just to stand in a doorway and hold onto the top of the door frame. And then just extend that way, reach your arms up, so pushing your hips forward. And down again, just one more, pushing up, lengthening out. And as we extend the spine, we're also getting a little bit of flexion in as well. So tuck the chin down, lengthen your spine up towards the ceiling. Scoop out, arch your back again, looking upwards. And again, head down, lengthen your spine. And then lower your hips down to your heels and stretch your arms forward to child pose. And then roll back up again. Well done, you've done. If any time you want to try anything different, anything you'd like me to record, then don't forget you put anything in the comments box below here. Put a thumbs up if you want to. Subscribe if you can. But yeah, any comments of anything you'd like me to show you, then please do add in the box. Okay, have a lovely day.